Detroit become human? Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words. On the back of the box, Detroit 2038, lifelike androids have replaced the human workforce. They never tire, they never disobey or say no. Oh, they never say no. Until something changes. Some of them have started to behave irrationally, as if they were feeling emotion. Guys, we have a £50 game here on the PS4. I played this on the PS4 Pro, and it is a giant story, guys. It's a 10-hour story. You play 3 androids. One of them's working for the police, one of them isn't, and another one of them isn't. I hope that helps. And essentially, can I just say that this game looks freaking awesome graphically, and it sounds freaking awesome. The actors are freaking awesome. The lip syncing is freaking awesome. The stories are pretty freaking good as well. The control is freaking horrific. But, you know, you can't have it all. So what's it about then? Well, I'm not going to give you any spoilers. It's going to be pretty hard to show you footage. I'm just going to show you random footage, guys, because we don't want any spoilers in this because we don't like spoilers. So basically what happens is androids are your slaves. They are the slaves to humans. We tell them what we want them to do. They will hoover the floor, cook our meals, tidy our house, look after our kids, take our dogs for a walk, bend over the bed. You have sex toys as well. Some of them are sex slaves. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with having an android for a bit of rumpy old pumpy. I mean, I would. Especially if they look like some of the ones in here. F*** me rigid. But what if, guys, what if some of the people who own these androids were bastards? Were just bastards. Fat, smelly, snivelling, good for nothing bastards. The kind of bastard who would beat on his own daughter. The kind of bastard who would spend all his money on drink and drugs and gambling and then beat his own daughter up. You know, the kind of bastard that is all too common in today's society, guys. Well, do you think the android that is in their household is going to just stand by and watch as this fat, snivelling, sleazy, good-for-nothing, stinky, BO-ridden, good-for-nothing beats the shit out of the android and the little girl? Well, they don't, and that's what happens, guys. These androids, and you can only tell the difference between a human and an android because the androids have the blue ring of death from the Xbox on the side of the head. And I think that's on purpose because this isn't out on the Xbox. Well, that means it's probably a good game, to be honest, because the way things has gone, we'll save that for another day. So what happens is these androids become defective and get called deviants, and their little blue ring turns red, and they then simply start feeling emotion. They start and break out of their programming subroutines and start acting on what they are seeing, and they become morally guided. They have a moral compass. They will run to the aid of that human that's getting their ass kicked. And in a lot of cases, murder, death kills, guys. Murder, death kills on humans. So you have to investigate. And one of the androids that I said you play is working for the police. Now, obviously, his police partner hates androids, so there's a whole relationship going on there. But each of the characters has a story, and the stories are broken down into sections. And you will play through a section, and then at the end of that section you'll get a flowchart of how well you did and how much you uncovered. It might only be 25%, and you'll look and you'll think, oh, if I'd only gone through that other door, all of this would have opened, because you can see where you would have gone, but it doesn't tell you what would have happened. It's all just kind of got question marks over or something. But the area that you have unlocked, it tells you what you did and how that happened and the consequences of your actions. And the consequences of your actions are really important. They will affect future stories. They will affect how the game ends as well. And this is the beauty of this game. The stories are going to be different. Pretty much. Well, not all the time. There'll be a finite number, obviously. But there are shitloads of ways this can go. And your main character can die. as has happened to me numerous times. You can die. It took about 10 hours to complete the game, and when you complete the game, the first thing you want to do is not eject the disc and put it on eBay. You want to play it again. Because you're like, I want to know, I'm going to do this bit different. I want to know what happens if I go and do this, and then if I affect that, and you end up awake at night thinking, oh, shit, I should have gone through there, and I should never have said yes to him. I should have killed that fucker. Why did I shoot him? And then you just find yourself wanting to go and play it again and again and again. And when I first heard this was a 10-hour game for £50, I thought, well, this is getting the old toaster treatment. But no. This game is better than a Telltale story, and it has way better graphics, and you control most of it. I mean, there's loads of cutscenes obviously in this, but there are loads of times where you control it. You even do the fight scenes, but let's be honest, it just means spam this button, mash that button, press this, press that, press circle, press Y, oh sorry, not Y, because it's not on an Xbox, is it? Press circle, X, triangle, or square. Or you might have to mash one of them. It's pretty horrible and clunky, and I wish it was a little bit more fleshed out, but it is what it is. Now, you will spend a lot of your time in this game making decisions. It's all about the decisions that you actually make for your character. Some of these decisions are timed. Not all of them. Some of them are timed, and the ones that are timed are usually the most crucial. And if I do have to say some of the things that did piss me off, when you're getting a number of different decisions to make, sometimes you don't know the tone that decision's going to be made in, and you can press the wrong one accidentally. You think it's going to be something else, but it turns out to be the other way, and that's a bit of a pisser. But it doesn't happen very often, and again, some of the dialogue's a bit cheesy and shit as well. But it has to be said, most of it isn't, and I thoroughly loved the stories. And I think the biggest plus, apart from the fact that the flow charts that you get at the end of each section affect other sections to come, the biggest thing for me is I got massively invested in every one of the characters that I was playing. You get so attached to these androids. You're kind of rooting for them all the time, and the developers kind of let you know that they could die at any time, which really ramps up the pressure and the tension when you come to making a really crucial decision, because you're kind of thinking to yourself, oh, we're going to die here, don't die here, oh, don't die here, and you're getting really stressed over your character, and then you get that sense of relief when it all works out. And some of it is predictable, definitely, but one of the things that was totally unpredictable that got me was, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's an actor that shows up in this, and I was like, oh my, he's the perfect actor that should have shown up in this. But I wanted to spoil it for you, but it was really great to have that guy in the actual the game. His character was awesome as well. So there you go. If you want a very immersive story with very believable immersive characters that you can play over and over and over again, compare your outcome with your friends as well in the playground, and just really have a game where you can invest your time in, this is the one for you. It's definitely worth a buy and is not going on eBay.
Dispatch, this is Patrol 457. I got a lot of androids down here. I don't know, hundreds. Set us thousands. Set us free. They're marching. Set us free. Yeah, they're marching down the street.